Right now we're on a train from Rome to Scalea, and at this point, it's not a moment too soon. Today started out nice day, beautiful weather. We went to Trastevere, walked around a lot of the sites, Pantheon, Piazza Navona. We were having a great day, and we went to the metro to take it back to the Rome Termini train station, where we could then retrieve our luggage and proceed onto the train. We got on the metro at the Barberini station. That's 3 stops from Roma Termini, and it was really, really crowded. We kind of smushed in to get on the train, and I could barely find a place to hang onto a handrail. I was hanging onto Irina because she had Emma, and she didn't have any way to hold herself up. And we left Barberini, stopped at the first stop, and then the next stop, as the doors closed, I was standing right in front of the door, and this guy started banging on the window, and he was yelling something. He was yelling in Italian, which I didn't understand, and Rita couldn't really hear because she was a little further back. But some of the people in the cabin kind of understood it. But he was knocking and pointing and knocking, and the train left. And as they're talking, the people around us started talking, and they were saying in Italian, and Irina could hear that someone had been robbed. And she asked me, "Do you have your check your bag?" I have a over-the-shoulder kind of bag. I keep my wallet and things in. And I said, "Yeah, it's zipped like it was." I kept my wallet in a zipped compartment, and it was still zipped. And I thought, "Yeah, fine." Now, the bag I had with my personal items was next to me. I had a heavy coat over it that the bag was under, so only basically the bottom showed. So it was barely concealed. Now, normally on the Rome Metro, I have one hand on the handrail and one hand on my bag at all times. I was robbed 2 years ago the same way, only that time it was more my fault because it was in an unzipped compartment, and it was pretty much easy to get to. We were just in a hurry, and a moment I forgot what I was doing, just stuffed it in there, didn't think about it, and it was gone. This time, all day I had been specifically hanging on to my bag and hanging on to the hand railing because a few sketchy people had kind of gotten close to me on the train, and I was feeling uncomfortable. For this time, like I said, I was holding Irina, I was holding the handrail. I just didn't think about it. It was one stop. I didn't feel anybody jostle me, nothing, but we were all kind of crowded together. There was somebody behind me. We were right near the door. So I'm like, that was me they stole a wallet from. And I'm going to let Irina tell you a little bit about what she heard, because she was understanding everything they were saying in Italian.
At that point, I understood that one signora was talking to another man, that she found a wallet on the floor by the door. And that man said that I'll take this wallet and I will leave it with the police. And I asked again, please look, check, because somebody was robbed. So at that point, he checked his bag. It was unzipped, and the wallet was gone. So I asked that man, can I please see that wallet? And the signora said, yeah, let her see, maybe it's theirs. And he opened the wallet, and there is Vince's picture there.
So when the gentleman pulled out the wallet, I immediately recognized it. And he said, well, we should probably take it to the police station. And I said, let's look inside. And he opened it up, and there was my driver's license and picture of me. So he said, oh, yours, it's yours. And everybody was happy. He said, check what's in the happened. I looked inside and it looked like all my cards were still there. My license was still there. Just some cash that we had got that day was missing. Just the euros. They left the American money. I guess it's not good enough for them. So, like Irina said, we got to the terminal and we all got out. And they said, check to see if anything else is missing from the bag. And I looked, and my new iPhone was not in the case where it normally was. I was like, oh, they got the iPhone too. And they were all, oh, we'll go with you to take you to the security desk and we'll have them look. And everybody, there was like 5 people there, and they were all really concerned. And they said, well, we'll go with you. And so as we were starting to go, I put my hand in my jacket pocket, and luckily, when we were walking around, I'd put it in the inside pocket and zipped that, and I forgot about it because I never do that, but it was there. And when I told them, yes, we found the phone, and they were very happy. I mean, it was amazing. Thieves can only really use the money. None of them really want to get caught with your identification. So it made sense that they basically pull the wallet out, pull the cash out, and just dump the wallet immediately. And if that guy hadn't knocked on the door and as we were leaving 2 stations before, I don't think anybody would have noticed. And if Irina hadn't understood as much Italian as she did, she wouldn't have understood they were talking about somebody getting robbed. And I wouldn't have found out till I was too far away to retrieve it. So it's one of those things that we're learning that it's really, if we're going to live there, we better understand a lot of Italian, and Irina's really done that, and it's really, in this case, been super helpful. They got not that much money, but the hassle of losing all your cards on the first day in the country is not what you like. And that's the thing that happened to me 2 years ago, is first day there, and all my cards were gone, and we never retrieved that. So luckily, we had other ways to deal with it, which is the tip I want to give you. 1, on the Rome Metro, never let your guard down. It's always in the minute that you let your guard down that somebody will take advantage of you. Like I said, it's happened twice, and most of the times I know why it happened. It was I was distracted with doing something else, because I am the most paranoid person when I'm traveling, when I'm in crowds. I always keep my hand on my bag. I move away from people when I can. So it only takes a second, and your things will be gone. Also, one of the things we did, I had taken out actually about twice as much money as I lost. But one thing I learned from the last time that I had the wallet stolen is spread things out. Don't keep everything in one place. I make sure that whenever I get cash, Irina gets half of it, I have half of it. My cards are spread out usually, and Irina usually has duplicates of accounts, so we can, if one of us loses our wallet, we still have access to our cash, and we won't really be in a terrible position. It's a fact of life. It happens. Like I say, you have to be vigilant as much as possible, and you have to have contingencies, like spreading your money out, spreading your cards out. I just can't express how important that is. Like I say, I'm really, really paranoid when I'm in a crowd. So, and I'm trying to be cognizant of if somebody bumps me, if anything happened, I felt nothing. And this person had to lift up my jacket, unzip the compartment, pull the wallet out, and they zipped it most of the way back down. So that's when I touched it, I didn't realize it had been unzipped. And as they got off the train, they probably just dumped the wallet right back on the train. And I think the gentleman who was knocking on the window had noticed it. Luckily, he did that. And the people on the train were paying attention, and they were all very helpful. And I'm just real grateful, to all these people who took time and were willing to help us. And I want to thank them. And hopefully this will help you not have to deal with the same thing I did today.
So I'm really lucky that I understood what they were talking about. And see, when you don't know the language of the country where you go, you can't be clueless what's happening around you. And it's actually saved us. And I'm so thankful for all those people. I can't believe it was just a whole group of people. They were all with us, trying to help, all discussing. We're ready to go with us to the police station to do anything just to help us. So it's just amazing.
As much as having my wallet stolen kind of made me lose some of my faith in humanity, it was restored by the way the people responded. I mean, they could have just said, gee, it's too bad, and all gone on their way, because everybody was in a hurry. But they were perfectly willing to stay with us, work with us, take us to the police, to file a claim, anything that we needed to do. So we're really grateful for all those people, and I think it's part of the reason we like Italy.